Chosen one, Allah is about to shock the world through you. Every trial you've faced, every night of patience, every moment of silence, it has all been preparing you for a destiny so powerful that those who doubted you will be left in awe. You may feel unseen, misunderstood, or underestimated, but Allah sees every tear, every struggle, and every act of faith you've carried in your heart. Today, we reveal 7 powerful lessons that will awaken your spirit, ignite your faith, and show you exactly why your breakthrough is closer than you think. Watch closely, because your elevation is inevitable, and the world is about to witness the unstoppable power of Allah manifest through His chosen ones. Chosen one, every hardship you have endured, every trial that shook your soul, and every moment when it felt like the world was against you, is not a punishment, it is a divine preparation. Allah sees what no one else sees. The nights you spent alone praying silently, the tears that fell without witness, the burdens you carried while others judged or abandoned you, and the struggles you faced with unwavering patience. Each obstacle was placed in your path not to break you, but to refine you, to mold you into the person Allah destined you to become, someone strong enough to carry responsibilities that ordinary hearts could never bear, and wise enough to inspire others with your resilience. The pain that seemed unbearable, the betrayals that cut deep, and the moments of despair that threatened to consume you, they are the very instruments through which Allah builds your character, sharpens your insight, and strengthens your faith. Your endurance, your unwavering trust in Him, and your submission to His decree are creating a foundation so solid that when your breakthrough comes, it will not only surprise the world, but also leave hearts humbled and spirits awakened. Remember, the chosen ones are not elevated through ease, comfort, or recognition from people. They are elevated through the unseen, the tests that no one else notices, and the patience that only Allah rewards. What feels like suffering today is the blueprint of your greatness tomorrow. What feels like a delay is actually a divine alignment, and what feels like insignificance is actually the quiet preparation of a life that will shine as a beacon of Allah's wisdom and mercy. So, hold firm, stay patient, guard your heart, and trust in the one who has never failed you. For every tear, every moment of doubt, and every silent struggle is a step closer to the extraordinary destiny Allah has written for you. And when the world finally witnesses your rise, they will see not just a person, but the manifestation of Allah's perfect plan, executed through His chosen one. Chosen one, understand this. Your silence is not emptiness. It is your power being cultivated in ways the world cannot comprehend. While others speak without thought, react to every provocation, and seek validation from fleeting approval, you have learned the divine art of restraint, the strength of patience, and the wisdom of remaining unseen until the perfect moment. Silence is not weakness. It is the quiet preparation of a force so formidable that when it finally emerges, it cannot be challenged or diminished. Allah uses silence to protect you, to shield your intentions from the eyes of those who would corrupt them, and to magnify your impact when the time of elevation arrives. Every insult ignored, every provocation endured, every moment when you held your tongue despite the desire to respond, is a step in the divine choreography of your rise. The chosen ones are not loud because they need to prove themselves. They are loud because Allah's favor resonates through them, and when it does, the world will notice without you having to announce it. Remember, those who question your stillness today, those who try to measure your worth by appearances, are unaware that the power of silence carries with it clarity, wisdom, and unstoppable energy that ordinary people can never fathom. Every secret prayer, every private tear, every patient moment in solitude is stacking your spiritual weight, amplifying your presence, and preparing you for a breakthrough that will leave onlookers astonished. Your silence is a shield, a sword, and a statement, all at once. It signals to the heavens that you are ready, that your heart is purified, and that your destiny will be revealed in a way that commands awe and respect. So, do not fear being misunderstood or overlooked, for it is in the quiet that Allah shapes His chosen ones, preparing them to move through the world with power that is invisible until the moment it cannot be ignored. And when that moment comes, the world will see that your restraint was not submission, but a divine strategy that turns patience into authority, stillness into influence, and hidden faith into undeniable victory. Chosen one, never doubt that the trials, the loneliness, the pain, and the darkness you have endured are not meaningless. They are shaping you into a beacon of light for those who have lost their way. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every sleepless night spent in worry or reflection is refining your soul, sharpening your insight, and deepening your empathy in ways that only those who have walked through fire can understand. Allah places the chosen ones in darkness, not to abandon them, but to prepare them to carry a light so powerful that it will guide countless others out of despair, confusion, and fear. The moments when you felt invisible, misunderstood, or abandoned are exactly the lessons you need to understand the struggles of others, to speak with authority rooted in experience, and to act with mercy born from trials. Your hardships are not barriers, they are bridges that connect your heart to the hearts of those who need guidance, hope, and reassurance that Allah's mercy is real and that He never abandons His servants. The world may not recognize your pain, and people may question why you have endured so much, but every hardship has a purpose. It is a divine workshop where Allah is forging your character, fortifying your faith, and illuminating your spiritual vision. Through this process, you are being equipped to shine with a light that no darkness can extinguish, to inspire others not just through words but through the authenticity of your journey, and to embody a hope so pure and undeniable that it will awaken hearts and open minds to the reality of Allah's wisdom and power. The chosen ones understand that their greatest strength comes not from avoiding darkness, but from embracing it, learning from it, and allowing it to fuel the light they were destined to carry. So, remain steadfast, remain patient, and remain faithful. For every challenge you face is a divine lesson. Every hardship is a preparation for illumination. And when Allah finally unveils your light, it will not only shine upon you, but will radiate outward, touching lives, changing destinies, and leaving an everlasting impact on a world that once tried to dim your brilliance. Chosen one, understand this clearly. The moment you have been waiting for, the shift you have been longing for, the breakthrough that feels almost impossible to reach it is already on its way, orchestrated by Allah in ways you cannot yet see or comprehend. Every delay you have experienced, every no that came when you thought it should have been a yes, every closed door, and every moment of unanswered prayer has been part of a divine plan to position you perfectly for the victory that is about to manifest. Allah does not move His chosen ones forward before the timing is flawless, before the preparation is complete, and before the foundations of your success are immovable. The world may seem stagnant, circumstances may feel stagnant, and your heart may question whether your efforts are in vain. But this is exactly when Allah is working behind the scenes, aligning unseen forces, opening hidden doors, and shifting realities so subtly that no human eye can detect it. Your breakthrough is not just about achieving what you desire. It is about stepping into a level of blessing, wisdom, and influence that will leave even those who opposed you astonished. A breakthrough that will validate the years of patience, the nights of prayer, and the silent struggles that no one witnessed. Remember, Allah's timing is perfect. He knows exactly when the world is ready to witness your rise, when your enemies are ready to be humbled, and when the impact of your elevation will ripple far beyond what you could imagine. Do not let temporary setbacks, doubts, or impatience shake your faith. These are the very moments when reliance on Allah becomes most powerful, when surrendering control opens the door for divine intervention, and when your trust transforms delay into acceleration. Your breakthrough is already moving toward you like a river that cannot be stopped, flowing through paths invisible to human perception, gathering momentum silently until it arrives with a force so undeniable that it will forever change the course of your life. Every effort you have made, every sacrifice, every prayer, and every act of sincerity has been recorded, preserved, and is being multiplied in ways that only Allah can calculate. You may not see the mechanics of this shift, but you can feel the anticipation, the stirring within your soul, the quiet assurance that your time has come. Do not rush it, do not question it, and do not let impatience cloud your certainty. Your breakthrough is not contingent on human timelines, but on divine precision, and it will arrive in a manner so perfect, so complete, and so transformative that it will leave hearts humbled, eyes opened, and lives forever changed. Chosen one, prepare yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally for what is coming. Purify your intentions, strengthen your connection with Allah, maintain patience in every circumstance, and keep your heart anchored in faith. When your breakthrough arrives, it will not merely be a change in circumstances, it will be a divine shift in destiny, a manifestation of Allah's promise, and a testimony that the patience, the prayers, and the perseverance of His chosen ones never go unnoticed or unrewarded. Hold fast, trust deeply, and stand ready, because the moment you have been waiting for is not a distant dream. It is already on its way, moving silently, powerfully, and unavoidably toward you, and when it arrives, it will be more magnificent, more awe-inspiring, and more transformative than anything you could have prepared for on your own. Chosen one, understand this with every fiber of your being. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a powerful key that unlocks the final step of your elevation, the doorway to the manifestation of every blessing Allah has prepared for you, and the channel through which the unseen forces of mercy, provision, and divine favor flow abundantly into your life. The chosen ones are not raised to greatness simply through struggle, patience, or prayer alone. It is the combination of enduring hardship with a heart that remains humble and a spirit that continually returns to Allah in thankfulness that ignites the chain reaction of blessings. Every trial you have faced, every setback that seemed unjust, every tear you have shed in private, and every moment of pain endured in silence, these experiences are transformed into sources of immeasurable strength when coupled with sincere gratitude, for Allah loves those who recognize His mercy even in difficulty and acknowledge His wisdom even when the plan is unseen. Gratitude is the lens through which you can see beyond temporary loss, recognize the hidden blessings in every closed door, and perceive the divine wisdom in every delay. It is what transforms scarcity into abundance, fear into courage, and despair into hope. Chosen one, when you cultivate gratitude in the midst of trials, your heart begins to resonate at a frequency that draws the favor of Allah, opening doors that no human hand can unlock, aligning circumstances in ways that appear miraculous, and creating pathways to success that feel effortless, yet are deeply rooted in divine orchestration. Gratitude also purifies the heart from the poisons of envy, pride, and resentment, which are barriers to the manifestation of your destiny. By remaining thankful for what you have and acknowledging Allah's hand in every detail of your life, you not only protect your blessings from being diminished, but also invite the multiplication of what has already been promised to you. Understand that the chosen ones are elevated in ways that the ordinary mind cannot comprehend, and gratitude is the spark that activates this elevation, turning patience into triumph, obedience into influence, and silent perseverance into visible power. Every prayer offered, every hardship endured, and every moment of steadfast faith reaches completion when gratitude is present. For it is through gratitude that the heart becomes a magnet for divine favor, the mind becomes a vessel for clarity and insight, and the soul becomes attuned to the timing of Allah's perfect plan. Remember, it is easy to express gratitude when life is abundant, when ease surrounds you, but true elevation comes when you are thankful amidst adversity, when your heart rejoices in hidden blessings, and when your soul recognizes the unseen wisdom behind every trial. This is the divine principle that separates the chosen ones from the ordinary. They do not wait for circumstances to be perfect to be grateful. They cultivate a gratitude that is independent of outcomes, a gratitude that trusts Allah's plan, a gratitude that knows the final step of their destiny is already written in the heavens, waiting to be unlocked. And when you consistently practice this sincere, deep, unwavering gratitude, you will witness the final step being revealed in ways so powerful, so complete, and so transformative that it will silence doubt, humble pride, awaken hearts, and forever change the trajectory of your life. Gratitude is not passive, it is active, it is intentional, and it is a declaration to the heavens that you are ready, deserving, and prepared to receive the culmination of every blessing, the completion of every promise, and the manifestation of every reward that Allah has prepared for His chosen ones. So, rise with thankfulness in your heart, speak of gratitude in your mind, and embody it in your actions. For this is the key that will unlock your final elevation, reveal your divine destiny, and demonstrate to the world and to yourself that no effort, no trial, and no moment of steadfast faith has ever been in vain. The world may not understand it, people may overlook it, and circumstances may try to obscure it, but Allah sees it, rewards it, and uses it as the vehicle to carry you to the pinnacle of your purpose. For when the chosen ones walk in gratitude, their paths are illuminated, their steps are guided, and their final step, the step that completes the divine journey, becomes unstoppable, undeniable, and breathtaking in its fulfillment. Chosen one, understand this truth deeply. As you rise closer to the level Allah has destined for you, there will always be those who cannot comprehend your journey, who cannot perceive the divine guidance shaping your path, and who will attempt, knowingly or unknowingly, to dismiss your divinity, minimize your efforts, and question the light that Allah has placed within you. These people may come disguised as friends, acquaintances, or even well-wishers. They may criticize, belittle, or mock, and they may attempt to plant seeds of doubt in your heart, but their inability to recognize the divine cannot halt what Allah has decreed. It is not your role to convince the world of your worth, for Allah's plan does not require human validation. Your role is to remain steadfast, to anchor your heart in faith, and to continue walking the path of righteousness with integrity, patience, and unwavering reliance upon Him. Every act of dismissal, every snide remark, every doubt cast upon your capabilities is a test of your trust, an opportunity for your faith to grow, and a reminder that the world cannot dictate your destiny, only Allah can. The chosen ones understand that human perception is limited, and what may appear as opposition or ignorance is often a stage upon which Allah is displaying His wisdom, refining your character, and purifying your intentions. When others try to diminish your accomplishments, remember that Allah sees every silent struggle, every hidden effort, and every heartfelt prayer. the world may overlook your devotion, but the one who controls the universe acknowledges it fully and rewards it in ways that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has imagined. People may attempt to label you, misinterpret your motives, or cast doubt upon your purpose, but you must rise above the temptation to justify yourself to those who lack vision, for their misunderstanding is not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their own limited perception. Stay rooted in faith, chosen one, for it is your unwavering belief in Allah's decree that will shield you from despair, fortify your spirit against negativity, and keep your heart aligned with your divine mission. The trials of human skepticism, envy, and opposition are not meant to break you. They are designed to strengthen your reliance on Allah, to teach you patience under scrutiny, and to cultivate humility even in the face of impending greatness. Do not allow the opinions of others to sway your trajectory, for the chosen ones are elevated not by praise but by purity of heart, not by recognition but by divine preparation, and not by worldly acceptance but by Allah's favor. Each dismissive word, each doubtful glance, each attempt to undermine your journey is an opportunity to rise above, to demonstrate restraint, to embody sincerity, and to maintain an unwavering connection to the One who has already decreed your victory. Even when the world doubts your capabilities, Allah's plan continues unseen, aligning circumstances, opening doors, and orchestrating encounters that will reveal your purpose in ways that will leave both supporters and skeptics astonished. Trust that the trials of misunderstanding, the skepticism of others, and the invisible opposition you face are integral to your elevation, for through them, Allah is teaching you reliance, patience, and spiritual fortitude, qualities that cannot be gained through ease or unquestioned acceptance. The chosen ones understand that their divinity is measured not by applause, recognition, or human approval, but by steadfastness in faith, devotion in secrecy, and the purity of their intentions before Allah. Your divinity, your light, and your mission cannot be extinguished by disbelief or mockery. In fact, these very forces act as a catalyst for your growth, preparing you for a level of influence so profound that when Allah decides to manifest it, the world will witness a transformation that cannot be denied, ignored, or diminished. So hold firm, chosen one, anchor your heart in prayer, guard your faith, and remain patient amidst doubt and opposition, for every attempt to belittle you, every effort to question your worth, and every act of misunderstanding is only reinforcing your reliance on Allah and polishing the brilliance of the light He has placed within you. Your destiny is sacred, your elevation is certain, and your divine mission cannot be obstructed by the limited vision of others. Let the world doubt, let envy stir, and let criticism rise, for none of these forces can compete with the decree of Allah. Stay rooted in faith, for in your unwavering trust, patience, and devotion lies the true demonstration of power, the quiet yet unstoppable movement of the chosen ones, and the proof that when Allah is preparing someone for greatness, no human effort can diminish it, no opinion can redirect it, and no skepticism can delay it. The people who attempt to dismiss your divinity are only witnesses to the invisible work of Allah in your life. And when your breakthrough arrives, when your influence becomes undeniable, and when your purpose is fully manifested, the same people who doubted you will be forced to recognize not just your accomplishments, but the divine orchestration that made them inevitable, proving that faith, trust, and reliance upon Allah are the true sources of unshakable power for the chosen ones. Chosen one, prepare your heart and mind for a truth so profound that it will redefine the way you see yourself, your purpose, and the world around you. Your elevation is coming, and when it manifests, It will shock not only your enemies and doubters, but even those who have loved and supported you. For the level of transformation Allah has prepared for His chosen ones is beyond human expectation, immeasurable by worldly standards, and undeniable in its power. Every trial you endured, every moment of patience, every tear shed in secrecy, every struggle faced in silence, and every act of unwavering faith has been meticulously orchestrated by Allah to position you for a rise so spectacular that it cannot be ignored, denied, or diminished by anyone. The people who spoke against you, who mocked your patience, who questioned your abilities, and who dismissed your potential will witness your transformation with astonishment and awe, and they will realize that their judgments, criticisms, and underestimations were insignificant against the perfect plan of Allah. For no human opinion can ever counter the decree of the Almighty. Your elevation is not just a shift in status, wealth, or influence. It is a profound spiritual, emotional, and divine awakening that will ripple through every aspect of your life, aligning circumstances, relationships, and opportunities in ways that feel miraculous yet are deeply rooted in the unseen wisdom of Allah. The chosen ones understand that their rise is not measured by immediate recognition or temporary applause, but by the completeness of divine preparation, the alignment of destiny, and the manifestation of Allah's favor in ways that transform not just their lives, but the lives of those around them. When your elevation arrives, the same people who underestimated your strength, ridiculed your patience, and doubted your resilience will be compelled to acknowledge the truth that you were never ordinary, that your journey was divinely protected, and that your achievements were guided by a wisdom far beyond human comprehension. This rise will be unmistakable, overwhelming, and inescapable, for Allah's plan does not allow the efforts, patience, and prayers of His chosen ones to go unnoticed or unrewarded. Your elevation will serve as a living testimony to the power of faith, the rewards of patience, and the fulfillment of divine promises, proving that when Allah raises someone, no obstacle is too great, no opposition too strong, and no delay too long to prevent the manifestation of His will. Understand, chosen one, that this rise will also be a mirror to those around you, a reflection of what true reliance on Allah, unwavering faith, and sincere devotion can achieve, inspiring those who witness it to deepen their own relationship with the Creator and to trust in His timing, wisdom, and justice. The shock that your elevation brings will not be mere surprise. It will be a revelation, an undeniable sign of Allah's power, mercy, and precision, showing the world that the ones chosen by Him are not subject to ordinary limits, for they are guided, protected, and propelled by forces unseen and unstoppable. Every secret struggle, every silent sacrifice, and every moment of unwavering belief has been converted into fuel for this rise, creating momentum so powerful that when the world finally witnesses it, it will feel like a storm of divine favor, impossible to resist or contain. Your elevation will be a culmination of every lesson learned, every hardship endured, every moment of perseverance, and every prayer offered with sincerity, proving that the chosen ones are raised not by human hands or worldly validation, but by the perfect orchestration of Allah's wisdom and mercy. Those who once doubted you will find themselves humbled, those who mocked you will be silenced, and even those who supported you will marvel at the extraordinary manifestation of divine planning in your life, understanding that nothing in this world could have produced such a rise except the hand of Allah Himself. Chosen one, as this moment approaches, prepare yourself spiritually, emotionally, and mentally cleanse your heart from negativity, purify your intentions, and strengthen your connection with Allah. For your elevation is not just about reward, it is about purpose, mission, and the undeniable fulfillment of a divine promise that will echo far beyond your immediate life. touching generations and leaving a legacy of faith, patience, and unstoppable divine favor. Your elevation will shock the world because it is not merely an accomplishment. It is a declaration that Allah's chosen are never forgotten, never abandoned, and always destined to fulfill the plans He has written for them, perfectly, powerfully, and unavoidably. The world may have doubted, delayed, and dismissed you, but their disbelief cannot hinder what Allah has decreed. When your time arrives, it will be a revelation that transcends human understanding, silences critics, inspires believers, and immortalizes the divine truth, that the chosen ones of Allah are not just ordinary souls, they are living testimonies of His mercy, instruments of His will, and vessels of a destiny so magnificent that the shock it produces will be remembered, felt, and honored for years to come. Chosen one, as we reach the end of this journey together, remember this: every trial, every moment of silence, every hardship, and every act of unwavering faith you have endured has been preparing you for the rise that is already on its way. Allah has never forgotten you. He has never abandoned you, and every step you have taken in patience, perseverance, and trust has been building a destiny that is greater than anything you could have imagined. The lessons we've explored today, from understanding that your trials are divine preparations, to realizing the power in silence, to trusting that your breakthrough is already moving toward you, and knowing that your gratitude unlocks the final step, all of them are signs that Allah's plan for you is flawless, unstoppable, and magnificent. People may doubt you, try to dismiss your divinity, or question your path, but the chosen ones rise beyond human understanding, beyond worldly recognition, and beyond the limitations others impose. Your elevation is inevitable. It is coming, and when it manifests, it will shock the world, inspire the faithful, humble the arrogant, and illuminate a path for countless others who are lost in darkness. So hold fast to your prayers, guard your faith, cultivate gratitude, and remain patient, for you are walking a path carved by the Most High, and every unseen effort, every silent struggle, and every moment of reliance on Allah is bringing you closer to your divine destiny. Believe in the power within you, trust in the timing of Allah, and never forget that being one of Allah's chosen ones means you are destined to achieve greatness, not by your own strength, but through the mercy, guidance, and wisdom of the Almighty. The world may not understand your journey now, but when your light emerges, when your breakthrough arrives, and when your elevation becomes undeniable, all eyes will see the truth. The chosen ones are unstoppable, their path is sacred, and their destiny is divine. Go forth with courage, faith, and certainty, and remember Allah is preparing to shock the world through you. Stay steadfast, stay grateful, and prepare to witness the extraordinary.